Favorite tonight, he's 31. Alexander Volkanovski is 34. Volkanovski giving up 4 inches in height, but it is a 1-inch reach advantage for the featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. All right, now for the championship intros, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Combat Sports Commission of Western Australia. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Ben Cartledge, Derek Cooley, and David Lethaby. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Mark Goddard. This championship bout is brought to you by Cocaine Bear. Get tickets now to see Cocaine Bear in theaters February 24th. For those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out RAC Arena down under in Perth, Western Australia. For the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 25 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 154.5 pounds. Fighting out of Windaye, New South Wales, Australia, presenting the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski! And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a combat sambo fighter, holding a professional record, 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev!
Alex Islam, you know the rules, you know exactly where I stop. Keep yourself protected. When I tell you to stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, now's the time. God bless.
The tension, the buzz, both palpable. This is one of those sporting events that you will likely remember acutely where you were exactly when it went down. Deafening inside the RAC Arena as our mega fight gets underway. Alexander Volkanovski is in the green with gold. Islam Makhachev in the black and gold. Here we go.
See this movement, this is key for Volkanovski. But can he continue doing it for 25 minutes without Islam forcing a clinch situation?
The striking weapons I like for Islam from the stance are that back leg, that teep kick up the middle. We've seen that land on Volkanovski versus Ortega. Obviously the left hand are 2 of the biggest weapons, the backhand and the back leg, but it's that teep kick up the middle and the knees, the tie clinch of Makhachev. That's what you got to keep a lookout. Those are big weapons for him against a shorter man in Volkanovski.
Now Makhachev opens to the body and lands.
It's worth pointing out that even though clearly Islam is the taller guy, it's actually Volkanovski with the slight 1-inch reach advantage. So that will help him in the striking department. See how smoothly Volk switched the stance there. And he believes that that's key. to overload the mind of Makhachev, to keep him guessing, to confuse him. There's set entries and set combinations when you're striking or you're taking somebody down based upon the way that they stand. Volkanovski believes if he continues to switch, it's going to confuse Makhachev.
Pretty good entry there by Volkanovski. Oh! Big stick with the left hand by Volkanovski.
We're going to start seeing some of those shots soon, I have a feeling.
That's going to give Volk a lot of confidence.
Oh, I think he verbalized "let's go" right after he landed.
Let's go indeed. This crowd is ridiculous. Volk's got to be careful. He can't overcommit. He can't swing and get reckless.
One of the things that Volkanovski said is that Makhachev won't take a lot of risks. He's going to be very safe, and we're seeing that early.
Well, Makhachev's waiting. He can't wait too long. Of course, Volkanovski, to prepare for this fight, has been working with a jiu-jitsu legend, Craig Jones. Makhachev says on the flip side that that is totally pointless. He says jiu-jitsu is not going to help him when it comes to this situation.
Well, hard to imagine that Islam Makhachev has experienced a fight atmosphere like this. And Volkanovski.
Volk hits the floor with one knee.
And they both sat each other down now. Nice knee from Makhachev.
Now this is it. This is the real fight here.
That's not where you want to be if you're Volkanovski. This is the position where Makhachev can stall out the whole round if he wants to. Stay here and just grind the clock out and not let go of Volkanovski.
So Volkanovski was confident because of the lower stature, the lower center of gravity. Stepping up in weight, he said he feels like a brick wall. He said he's twice as strong as ever. And he's confident he will not hit the canvas. Let's see.
He's on the hands, and that's what's keeping Makhachev from being able to do a whole lot. Good job by Volkanovski to stay on the hand fight here. That's what's key, staying on those hands. Oh! Beautiful takedown to the follow-up. Beautiful job.
So Makhachev 1 for 1 as he is able to get Volkanovski down.
And that is what makes Islam Makhachev.
Oh, look how he squeezed in the back leg. That back leg in between Volkanovski and the fence was the key to this position. He slipped it in, and now you see he's got that right hook on Volkanovski, separating Volkanovski from the fence. That's what's going to allow him to keep this position till the end of the round.
Volkanovski told us after the Brian Ortega fight he essentially feels unchokeable given the way he was able to escape.
Well, he doesn't have a neck.
We will find out. This is the man that we'll find out from.
Well, this is a face crank or a neck crank. Extremely painful. And he wouldn't be the only Dagestani to have this kind of submission in a high-profile fight.
You see just how calm, cool, and collected, composed Islam Makhachev stays while offensive here late in the round.
And that's one of his gifts, Anik, is that he knows where to rest as well. It's not a complete rest, but it's a working rest you're seeing, so he's not using any energy.
And for Volkanovski on the same thing, take your time. There's 5 seconds.
Think he lets it shadow. What a way to start the mega fight. This corner came brought to you by Prime Hydration, the fastest growing beverage in history, and the official sports drink of UFC, with only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes. Now available at Walmart.
Now let's take a look. Right hand, left straight for Volk. Connected, kind of wobbled him. But Volkanovski, 8-1 here, went down to 1 knee, and of course Islam fires back straight away. There's a head kick, partly blocked by Volk. And this was the beginning of the takedown. Gets the rear body lock. Volkanovski tried to roll with it and get top position, but Islam, this is what he does.
Show that right, Volk. Yes, buddy.
Well, if you're looking to hear that corner audio, tonight is probably not the night.
Now, the key of why that left hand got in for Volkanovski is in the middle of being a conventional fighter, he switched stance to land the right hook left straight. That stance switch is hard to read. in the pocket. And that's what Volkanovski does so well.
You see Volkanovski here not moving quite as much now. Happy to kind of stand in front of his opponent. Trying to find the range, find the right time to enter.
Volkanovski like a bat out of hell when he enters. Unable to land much of consequence there. Makhachev attacks the body. Volkanovski out of range with the right hand.
The body work. The body work for Volkanovski will be key. That's nice. Beautiful wrestling.
I mean,
unbelievable.
Incredible work. I mean, he ate a shot, no doubt a little dazed. In the madness, grabs hold of a single leg, turns it into a takedown. That is what you're dealing with Khabib, with Islam Makhachev and that entire team and people with that style.
Volkanovski expeditiously back to his feet after that takedown. Makhachev 2 for 2 thus far.
And this is where Makhachev can win the fight. If he could stay here and do this for 5 rounds, might not be the most fun thing in the world, but it's just how you grind somebody out. This is how you be a specialist in grappling. Not a lot of people has ever done this to Volkanovski in any way. Nice.
Look at Volkanovski. He gets back to the feet and lands a huge knee. And this was the question. If he gets taken down, can he get back up? The answer is yes, he can.
Looked like Makhachev landed a nice knee to the body a moment ago. Under 3 minutes now in round 2.
And now it's Volkanovski forcing the takedown.
And he's really showing just how strong he is. He really is. I mean, he's able to twist that position right up and turn it into a 50-50 position. Let's see if he gets his arms out of there. Yep, and gets to space.
Well, he's fighting fire with fire. You've got to be offensive. Is that okay? 2 can play that game, my friend.
Subtle stance switches now for Volkanovski.
He's got to be aware that the fence is right behind him. Pushing forward, that's nice. Takes the center of the octagon, just out of range.
Under 2 minutes here to go in what has been a competitive round 2.
Incredibly competitive. Volkanovski getting the better of these exchanges.
Big thing I've noticed is you haven't seen any jabs land for Volkanovski, and that's his counter left hand over the top.
And there's the power that Islam spoke about.
Oh, now a knee from Makhachev. Volkanovski momentarily retreats.
Remember, when Islam became the lightweight champ, it was because he knocked down Charles Oliveira, not because he took him down.
Oh, nice jab for Makhachev, and now a left hand. So Makhachev starting to find the range here late round 2.
That left hand is the same left hand Justin Tafa landed on Parker Porter, right over the top of the right hand of Volkanovski. Same punch.
Good leg kick for Volkanovski under a minute to go in the round.
Yeah, Islam's on the hunt now. Being way more aggressive.
And that's 2 drops to 1 for Makhachev so far in the stand-up round.
Well, you felt like he had a point to prove in that department. Not that he was going to strictly fight there, but...
And this is where he's so strong in this tie clinch as well. Volkanovski working through it, getting in the hand fighting,
look at
doing
this.
the right things.
It's Bolt going for the takedown there. He thought about a single leg, thought about a double.
He's got to get on the legs in order to stop that tie clinch, because you can't let Makhachev have his hips back to throw those knees. So you see him getting in on the groin, grabbing that high crotch area of Makhachev so he can keep his hips on the fence. And you're seeing just how strong he is.
I mean, this is a very competitive fight.
As advertised, through 10 minutes.
he's not strong.
Okay.
He's not strong.
When you get on top, maybe even look for your own takedown there when you're there.
He's not strong, but he's like, we can't give him any control time.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to do your ins and outs. You know, you double go in, come out, because he's really
blitzing.
panicking now, okay? And he's watching your right hand a lot. So show him the right, and then don't forget about the double jab.
We see here the left hand, and right now you see Volkanovski just weathering the big shots of Makhachev and then getting out of these tough positions. I mean, Makhachev's been able to hold everybody down, and you see here that's the second time Volkanovski's gotten away. But look, he goes to the body. Makhachev comes right over the top with the left hand. I don't know how Volkanovski stayed on his feet from that one.
Well, next Saturday, flyweight title shot likely hangs in the balance. Jessica Andrade stepping up into the main event against Aaron Blanchfield. UFC Fight Night next weekend. Main card, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Third round of a possible 5. Volkanovski's in the green. Islam Makhachev in black. You might have caught Eugene Behrman telling Volk can't give him any control time.
And Volkanovski saying that he didn't feel strong. He asked him several times, Eugene said to Volk, is he strong? He's like, nah, he's not strong. Very interesting.
Oh, nice kick. And those kicks right there, I mean, it's a basic kick, but he's in a southpaw stance, and he's always switching Volkanovski, so it can slip in here and there.
Makhachev realizing a lot of success on the feet. Ate a big right hand there, though.
You have to wonder about the mindset of both men. I think coming into this one, Volkanovski, without question, realized he had a very tough opponent, that this was going to be an insanely hard night at the office. Did Islam think that? Did he expect Volkanovski to give this much of a fight? You know, to be able to stop the takedowns, to get back to his feet, to wobble him with shots? Because if he didn't, this might start to demoralize him a little bit.
I think he probably did, but he certainly called his shot, right, for his first title defense. He wanted Volk, wanted him here on the road. Certainly the fight has appeared to be more competitive than the betting line at the outset.
It's a nice kick.
That kick's been landing all night, and that sets up that left hand. I think what's most interesting to me is how the pace is not insane. We always see Makhachev outpace people. Volkanovski's been able to kind of slow the pace down a little bit of Makhachev, and vice versa also.
Well, he's got his respect. He's hurt Makhachev on a couple of occasions with the power. So therefore, you know, he's being careful on the entries. He knows taking him down isn't as easy as his other opponents as well. So therefore, he's got to be calculated.
Beautiful inside leg kick for Volkanovski. Trying to follow it up with the right hand, just missed. But you are right in terms of the energy expenditure, the risk reward for Makhachev.
It's usually a much higher pace from both these guys. They have really stifled each other's pace.
And I said this leading into this fight.
Beautiful transition.
If it becomes a fight like this, where they're clearly very evenly matched, it comes down to who's in the better shape. You know, obviously we can see here, they're very evenly matched on the feet. Volkanovski has the antidote to the wrestling and the submission attacks. But who's going to tire first? Because when somebody starts to tire, the other man will take over and ultimately win the fight. Listen to this crowd.
Beautiful defense. You notice Volkanovski isn't letting that top leg, that top hook, hold him up against the fence since that first round. And that's really what's keeping him alive in these grappling situations.
Couple of big cracks from Volkanovski under 2 minutes now in round 3.
Unleashed big time.
Makhachev has landed 54% of his significant strike attempts, 39% for Volkanovski. Slightly more volume from the challenger.
Ooh, nice left hand.
Very nice counter.
Makhachev has been sharper in the striking in this fight so far, 100%.
Without question, Dom, he's definitely found the range. He's definitely landed on the chin when he sees an opening. One shot gets it done.
And on the other end, Volkanovski's grappling defense has been very, very good. That's why we're still seeing a stand-up fight here. And we haven't seen anybody challenge Makhachev, make him stand up, and now we're seeing it.
No. Makhachev has gone through everybody and made it look easy. Pure domination, even against Charles Oliveira.
Volkanovski has been cut open on the forehead, or so it appears.
From Islam, but it doesn't matter. Hit the ground all the same.
It's an overhand left to a trip for Volkanovski on that one. And he's really picking up the pace now.
Wow. Almost.
Great takedown defense by Makhachev. Is still upright late in the round. Remaining seconds of round 3 of a possible 5. Have you ever heard a crowd like this?
What a fight. Incredible.
It's loading up, brother. So you're going to have to do your half-committed ones.
How was that now?
Your false leads, that's
That was a better round, yeah.
So what do you mean?
It's close, that's our round.
You know what I mean?
What?
I lost the first 2.
Pardon?
Did I lose the first 2?
We're going to win the next 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next 3.
Here we see, some back and forth exchanges. Beautiful body kick by Islam. He's been throwing that all night. Again, Volk goes low, rips that lead leg away from Islam. Here's a wild exchange. Nice elbow gets through for Makhachev. Incredibly close round. Both men fighting tooth and nail. With the corner of Volkanovski says, we win the next 3 and we take home the lightweight championship of the world.
Round 4 brought to you by Manscaped's Lawnmower 4.0, the official electric trimmer of UFC. Visit manscaped.com now.
The biggest weapon of Volkanovski is his output and his energy and his cardio. It really is. He's outworking everybody that he's fought, and right now that's what's keeping him in this fight, is his energy levels have not gone down. He's keeping the pace.
6th consecutive fight in which Volkanovski has fought at least into a 4th round. Only once before against Thiago Moises has Makhachev fought into a 4th round. He has never hit a 5th round in his MMA career.
And I think the southpaw stance and the length of Makhachev is really causing a problem for Volkanovski in the stand-up for sure.
And that's
Sorry, Bisping. It's just hard for him to land his jab. That's generally how he gets off, and he hasn't been able to land his jab in this fight.
Of course, because it's dangerous getting in the pocket against Islam, but Islam connected there. I got to say, we're in round 4. Islam, if he wants to hang on to that belt, he needs to step on the gas. More output, essentially from both men. But this is a close fight.
It's okay. Let's go.
What do the scoring numbers say, John?
Well, total strikes advantage Makhachev. Same can be said for the significant strikes in which he leads 44-36. Close fight.
Yep.
3 takedowns, of course, for Makhachev. None yet on 2 attempts for Volkanovski. Nice right hand counter acknowledged by Volk.
Oh, that's how you time a takedown. Amazing work. And not against the fence, and I can't stress enough what an advantage that is for Islam. And you see, look, Volk straight away going for it. And look at the way he took the back. Come on, you have to appreciate that. That was like a ninja, like a python wrapping itself, coiling around this victim.
And it did look like perhaps a momentary loss of discipline for Volkanovski, maybe engaging in some verbal stuff with the Makhachev corner. And now Islam has control of the body.
That's why you got to be 100% focused the entire time.
And the worst part is Volkanovski needs that lock on the other side, and it's blocked by the fence. So it's very hard to get out of this because Volkanovski needs that foot that's up in the air on the other side of his body to get out of this body triangle. And he can't flip over because the fence is blocking him. So he's probably stuck here for the rest of the round.
More than likely, Doc. I'd agree with that. Now Volkanovski's smiling and grinning. He's playing up to the cameras and whatnot. But he's in a losing position right now.
And honestly, you would have a better chance if the lock wasn't up against the fence like that. But being there is perfect. And that's what Makhachev does so differently, is he cuts you off from the fence so you can't use it to stand up, because they're so good at the wall walking stuff. And they're so good at using the fence offensively and defensively. They have so many reps that they know how to keep you from using it.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round 4. We'll see if Volkanovski somehow can escape.
Keep the fingers out. Keep the fingers out. Keep the fingers out. Keep the fingers out.
There's a possibility that Islam, if he can shift it, the weight over to the other side, he can switch to an arm bar.
He doesn't want to. He can nullify the whole round and not move and never have to get out of this.
Yeah, but he wants to finish the fight. Volk's talking to him.
I think he'd rather stay here than risk letting go of Volkanovski, to be honest. This is a very powerful position to burn the clock and take no damage if you're Makhachev. And now you won the round this way. It's ground control, 4 minutes. I mean, nobody's done that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Towards the end of the round, you can switch to an armbar, and if you don't get it, oh, well, you've controlled him most of the round anyway. However, Volk doing a great job defending the choke. Not an easy thing to do. I mean, on paper, yes, control the hands, fight the wrist, etc., etc. But against somebody like Islam Makhachev, not easy at all.
Well, none of the hand fighting works unless you deal with that body triangle. And the body triangle can't be dealt with until that lock is on the floor. So the number one problem is stopped by the fence. You can't get the lock where he needs it because of the fence. And that's why Volkanovski's so frustrated.
I was just about to say, he can't allow himself to get frustrated or to let this thunderous crowd influence his movements, because one little mistake and he loses this fight. Look at that! Amazing.
Even if this fight doesn't get finished, I think we're going to see it again for some reason. This is definitely going to happen again.
Look at this.
He's got nothing on the ground. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah. He's going to try and shoot again anyway. He's getting tired. His legs are a bit gas for you.
Let's go. Last round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just got to go, brother. Time to let go. Look like you're going upstairs and go a little bit lower than upstairs. Yeah? Okay, yeah. Okay. Go to the next with chest. Yeah. False leads are good. Then coming in and coming out. It makes it really easy. Because he's countering, I'm going to stay dipped and turn off. You can jam sometimes, yeah. Stay dipped. I mean, up the two. Yeah, absolutely. Coming up and sometimes come underneath. Stay down to there, go. Yeah, absolutely. Come on, Footy. Step up.
Well, if there is a fighter with a better cardiovascular base in the game than Alexander Volkanovski, I'm not sure I've seen him, but Volk could very well be down 3-1 here as we hit this 5th and final round.
Yes, there's a very good chance of that. However, they are close rounds. Volk is in the fight, and to your point, the cardio is ridiculous. At the end of that round, he was in Islam's face. Not sure what he said, but we've got one more round. And it's still anybody's fight.
First time Islam Makhachev has realized the 5th round in his mixed martial arts career. Beautiful connection with the left hand for the champ.
And that's the timing that we spoke of before.
And those are huge shots. I mean, they might not seem like much, but that's what's keeping Volkanovski in check. Those shots that land, because they're hard and powerful.
Nice low leg kick for Volkanovski. You know he's going to go for it here in this 5th and final round. Ooh, nice knee by Makhachev, and now a left hand.
The knees and the teep kicks were going to be key.
He walked right onto that knee, but I tell you what, Volkanovski took it well. Only took a step backwards. But again, the timing of Islam. You know, we talk about his wrestling all the time. The striking tonight has been phenomenal. It's clean.
Well, the efficiency in every realm of the game, Michael, is exceptional, right?
Correct.
53% of his significant strikes have landed, under 4 now to go.
Ooh, oh, those knees. So smart. Cut him on that one. And that's what wins fights, are cuts. We know that because damage is how you win the decisions.
Damage in moments, to be sure. And that's a pretty significant cut now to the left of the left eye of Volkanovski.
His striking, Makhachev's striking, this is the best it's looked, and it's because he's been forced to strike. Nobody's been able to keep it on the feet, but you're seeing how good he is now.
Nice. But look at this.
Beautiful scramble.
I mean, that is in itself so impressive.
To decide the UFC lightweight championship.
Volkanovski breaks the clink and immediately goes on the attack. But as we said, the timing, it is sniper-like from Makhachev.
I mean, think of the pace of a lot of these guys in 3 rounds. They just went 5, and neither of them are breathing hard.
And getting the entry was perfect with the counter grappling from Volkanovski.
He's got to step over that back ankle. See that? The left ankle of Makhachev. He needs to step on that in order to turn the corner. And Makhachev knows that, so they're in the battle. But we've got to see Volkanovski get around that back foot that he's grabbing. See how he stepped over it? Now that he stepped over it, he's good. Volkanovski's over that back foot. Now he's okay. There we go, and that pushed him to the single. Great job by Volkanovski. Perfect defense.
Crowd pops as Volk gets back to his feet. 2 minutes to go.
Those little details are so clutch, ladies and gentlemen. That stepping over the ankle changed everything. Now Volkanovski's back on the feet, getting to damage.
Yeah, it was Volkanovski with their body lock, and again straight to it. Cannot take him down.
Wow.
Well, he's trying, easy shots, getting kneed in the face, not taking a backward step, pushing the pace the entire time, meeting Islam head on, and there almost.
What a response defensively by Makhachev, and we better laud his cardio too, right?
Yes.
And we're seeing Makhachev check the clock. Volkanovski heading him off on the pressure. Typical. Nice left hand.
Massive right hand.
And he hurts him.
Sits him down.
The fight for Volkanovski.
The biggest moment of the fight.
And this is one of his best positions. He loves the ground and pound here. Watch for arm bars from Makhachev.
The entire stadium is on their feet.
Volkanovski said, I can't wait till I see this man break. I'm going to break him like I've done everybody else with my cardio. And what you're seeing is not a break, but you're seeing Volkanovski use his cardio to make this an even fight as he can. His cardio is a huge weapon. He's non-stop.
25 seconds remain.
Makhachev with guard closed, eyeing the clock.
Wow.
Last attempt from Volkanovski, trying to steal the victory, trying to seal the deal, become a 2-weight division champion.
Whoa. Awesome ending to a fight. That's how you end a fight.
What a fight! 25 minutes between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. A standing ovation from the capacity crowd in Perth, Western Australia. Well, Islam Makhachev came in with the target on his back, had to dig deep. Incredible fight by both men. We're not paid for our scorecards, Mike. What are your thoughts?
Well, questions were answered. Could Islam take him down? Yeah. Can Volkanovski get back up? Yes, he can. Can each other hurt one another? Without question.
And look at the hook that he just got. He stopped Volkanovski from being able to step over the top by getting that butterfly hook, which gave him the whizzer, which stopped the takedown here. And then you see Volkanovski, big left hand, get to the body lock, and he trips Makhachev using more energy. That right hand right there stifled Makhachev. He gets behind and finishes this fight in top position in his cliche ground and pound. This is what he does so well. Non-stop offense.
Non-stop, that is the key. The pace of this fight was ridiculous.
Incredible fight.
So much mutual respect alongside both sides of this rivalry. Nice embrace for Alexander Volkanovski with his chief corner, Joe Lopez. Seemingly, Makhachev had the lead going into that 5th round. Volkanovski had a huge moment there, but you just never know. Makhachev 4 for 9 on his takedowns. Striking numbers fairly even. All right, tonight's official decision proudly brought to you by Neds, the official wagering partner of the UFC. Take UFC to the Neds level. One final time tonight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here.